Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to learn how we can automate the APIs for JIRA. Okay, so we know JIRA is a software which is we use to track the issues. Like we can log a defect or issue, we can provide comments. We use that for bug tracking tool, right? So how we can automate the API. So Jira has exposed some of its APIs, not some, like all most of all the APIs. So if you see here, uh, let me see. So if you see here, right, the API, this URL, if you go, you can search in the Google. So if you see let me come down. So like get permission. So these are all the APIs there. Like let me see the easiest one, like create some bug. So let me show you. Create issue, right? So see, this is the API. So they are saying, okay, this is the resource URL. Okay, this is the resource URL. So if you want to create an issue, like without going into the Jira software, like you don't need to log in, you just want to do that with the help of API. So this is the API they have given. Okay, you have to just provide this all the information here, right? Everything. So if you want to do this, so first thing is we have to download the Jira. So if you go in the Google and search, I want to download Jira, so you will come to this. Thanks for right. So I just downloaded the Jira here. So you can just do it. Like if I go back, see Jira download, and if you go here, and then you can download the Jira. You can just go here and you can provide your operating system, and then you click on the download. So I already downloaded. So let's first install this, and then we move forward. So if I go here, and if I go here, so let me download this Jira. Okay, so we have to just follow the same way we install any software. Like this is an installation wizard, and it will take some time, so we have to be keep. Okay, so it is saying like, do you want to allow this app? Yeah, okay. You don't have administration right to this machine as such. Do you want to continue? Okay, so let's see what is there next. So let's see whatever is the default. We are just going with that. Click next. Allow access. Then install. So now it's installing. So just wait for some time. Okay, friends. So now it's saying installation of Jira software is complete. Okay. So go next. So it's launching the Jira. Let's see. So it will launch in the. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So it's launching. Allow access. Okay. So it's saying in starting Jira plugin. Okay. So let's watch these two things. So it's saying finish. See, so it's a Jira software, right? It's running in the local host 8080. Okay. So you can set it for me. I will set up. So we can go with this. Continue my Atlassian. Okay. Now you have to just create your login. Okay. So you can say, okay, Vivek, like whatever is your email, or you can create some different. I will create some different here. Let's see. We will say, um, okay. So or continue or sign up for account, right? Sign up. Let's see. Sign up for an account. So enter the email address. Okay, email address we have to enter, and then enter the full name. So you can say, I will give my name. Let's see, and then I will give some password here. Okay, the password will be something. Let's see, and sign up. Password is too short. So what is the okay? Must be 8 characters. So let's give it 8 characters here. Okay, it's a week. But it's okay. Now continue. Password. Login. Incorrect email address, or do you have it? You need to log in. Okay, so let's see what's going wrong here. Just give me a second. Okay, so let me see what's going wrong. Just give me some time, friends. Okay, friends. So I was having some problem login. So I just like they sent me a recovery link in my email ID, and then I reset my password. So now I can log in here. Okay. So new trial license. Okay, okay, okay. So we don't want to generate any license. So we want Jira software. Okay, so I just selected some like Jira software server, and let's see, we need generate license. So please confirm that you wish to install the license key on the following server. Okay. So it's a trial license. Okay. So it's saying, okay, your email ID and username and your password, retype password. Okay. So let me see what's going wrong. Okay, friends. So now I can log in. Now it's saying, okay, configuring your database, and then it's doing some setup here. So let's wait for some time. So yeah, you just need to download the Jira and just install it in your machine. And once we are done, let's wait for some time. Okay, friends. So now it's done here. So let's get started. Jira is ready to go. So we can click on this button. Let's get started. Okay, so it's saying welcome to Jira. Okay, great. Yeah, it's taking some time to load the page. So let's wait for some more time. Okay, English, India, whatever you want, or English USA, doesn't matter. Say continue. Choose an avatar, we will choose it later. So now we can create a new project, right? Choose the option, set C project in action, create an explore project that's preloaded with the sample data, import from there. So whatever you want, maybe we can create a new project. So you can create a new project. So, suppose you want to create a Scrum software development. Okay, so I will tell you like, okay, what is the Scrum software development? Let's see. Click next. So here to do, so we already know the agile process, right? So all the requirements comes into the form of user story. So they comes into the to do, and once the developer starts working on, they go to the in progress, and then developers QA, they complete the work, and then they move it to the done. So this is the Scrum software development cycle. So here we create a bug task and all those things, right? So I'm just creating a Scrum. So name of this project, you can say learn Jira. Okay, see, they are also giving some key. Okay, so this key is very important when you want to communicate with this project that we are creating in the Jira using API, right? From the Postman or from the Eclipse, we need this key. So this key is very important here. Okay, so we created learn Jira API. Okay, sounds good. Let's click on the submit button now. Great, friends. So now we created, right? Okay, got it. Now, if you see here, right, only my issues. So there is no issue, right? If you want to create issue, you can go to these issues, and then you can get some options somewhere like, okay, let's see. Some, okay, create board, or here create issue, right? You can create the issue from here, then it will be displayed. But we will not create the issue from this UI. We will create the issue using the API. So now we understand, okay, this is the Jira software. Now let's understand what are the APIs. So if you see here, we have the APIs. This Jira, they have exposed their API. If somebody wants to create issue or whatever they want to do using the API, they can use these APIs. So if you see, come here, so this is a create issue. So if you want to create issue, or you want to get issue, you want to delete issue, you want to edit issue, you want to some add comment. So you can use, so if you want to create issue, you can use this resource they have given. Now before this resource, uh, let's see, we need to understand one more thing. What will be the URL, right? URI, then we can understand the resource here, right? So just give me a second. Okay, friends. So if you read, right, so what is this? Jira exposed their API. So they are saying, okay, welcome to the Jira server platform REST API reference. You can use this REST API to build apps for Jira. So actually, suppose you are automating some functional test cases, and then if the test case is failed, you in your automation script, and then you want to log a defect, right? So you don't need to open the Jira UI. What you can do, you can just use these APIs to log a defect. So everything you can do the automation end to end using these APIs. So for all the things like we saw, right, create issue, they have given some resource. Okay, so they let me show you one more time here. So like get property or get permission, so they have given these resource name for everything, right? But what is the URI? Because we need to create the full URL, so we have to combine the URI and resource so that it can be full URL. So they have, if you read their documents, right, they have given everything here. So if you go here, so you are seeing, see, URI structure. So URI structure is HTTP host port. So in our case, what is our host? Localhost 8080 is the port, right? So we have to use like that. And then they are saying, then context, REST, API name, what is the name of the API? So let's see if we can create the issue using this API in the Postman. So what I will do, I will just launch the Postman here. So you can create a new collection if you want, or you can use whatever you have. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. Not save. Let's close everything whatever we have opened here, so that it will be nice. Okay, now we can create a new collection. Suppose we want to create a new collection, Jira API. Okay, because we are going to learn how to automate, or how to create issue, how to interact with the Jira using the API. So now I'm going to create a new request. So if you want to create an issue, it means you want to do the post, right? If you want to retrieve something, you use the get. But if you want to post something, it is a post API. So you want to create, right? So now the request name is create issue. Okay. And then you can search the collection, just say Jira. Select the collection or folder name to save. Okay, Jira API. Why it is not coming? Request the option. Select this. Okay, here it is, Jira API. Save to Jira API. Now we created this. Now this is a post. So it's a post. Now we have to enter the URL. So what is the URL? We can see it here, right? So this is the format. So you have to go here and copy your localhost till localhost. So this is the one thing. So first, this is our base URI, right? So let's copy it here. And then you have to copy the resource URI. So if you go here in this URL, and since we want to create issue, so we have to go to that section. Okay. So where is that create issue? Um, Here it is, create issue. Okay. So this is the resource for creating the issue. Okay. After that, here we say resource. Okay. What we need uh, just one second, we need the body also, right? Body, and if there is any parameter or something like that. So let's see where is the body. So if you see, this is the body, right? So we have to use this body to create the issue. And is there anything else here? If you read it, not much things, but yeah, we need this body. So just give me. Okay, friends. So if you see, right, we need to copy this body, but actually in this body, they have given lots of, like, there are so many fields which are not mandatory. If you go to this Jira here and you want to create issue, so all the fields are not, like, okay, what needs to be done. Okay, so they are saying create sprint. Okay, create issue one, and then let's see. What is this? Stars correspond to your bug. Okay. So you have issue one. Okay. Issue one. The backlog. Okay. So anyway, we can see this issue here, right? So I think create. Let's see. Project here. Issue type is bug. Okay. So if you see here, right, there is a summary field which is a mandatory field, and reporter the two. So project, issue type, summary, and reporter, there are four fields which are mandatory, but all other fields are not mandatory, right? So when you want to create the issue using this API, you don't you can so you you can provide all the details, but if you want, you can provide just for those mandatory. So I have just created that. Let me show you here. You go to body here and just go to raw, and then here, we since it is a JSON, we have to change the JSON, and then here we will say. So what I'm saying, key, right? So key is what, when we created the project, we got some key, right? uh, See here, what is the key? Key is, you can see LEAR. Here also you can see LEAR board, right? So that is the key. So let's say key is, so we need to provide the key here, LEAR. Then what is the summary? So you can say summary is like LOGN. Suppose we have issue in the login, okay? And then what is the description? Something is wrong, okay? And issue type is bug. So this is the four mandatory fields that we are sending. Now if you click next, let's see, and we have some headers here by default, like content type is application JSON or something is there, but let's see whether we are able to send this and create the issue. So we got 404 not found. If you see here, it says 404 not found. Why we are getting this error? Because our postman is not able to communicate to this this Jira software, because it needs some authentication. So how we can provide the authentication, right? So if you go here, so you can search in the Google, like cookie authentication for Jira API. We need a cookie authentication. So if you go here, and then what it will do, see, cookie based authentication for REST APIs before you begin. So since we need, when you create any issue or anything, first you have to log into your application, right? In the Jira software, you have to log in, and then only you can create any issue. You have to first authenticate yourself by login. But since if you are doing with the APIs, then you don't have a UI to log in, so you have to authenticate yourself using the cookie. So let's see how we can do that now. Let's see. So step one, create a new session using the Jira REST API. Okay. So how to create that? See, they have given, this is the resource, example resource, and then this is the, we have to provide username, password, and when you click send. So let's do this. So let's create the cookie. So sorry, here, let's go to the Postman and let's create one new request, create, and say create SE session authentication or something, like create authentication. Just say like this, you create authentication, okay? And then we can say Jira, right? Our collection name. I hope you know a little bit of this Postman. It's very easy. So save to Jira. Okay. Now what is our URL? So we are going to say get URL, right? Post. To do this, just post. Okay. So what is the URL? Our port, and then Jira. So first let's have our port 8080, right? So our Jira is running here. So let's copy it and put it here. Okay, good. And then what we need? Then we need this here, Jira REST authentication session. Sounds good. So we will put it here. What else we need? We need body. Okay. Any post you need body, right? So what is the body? Body is the username and password. So we have to provide username and password. So here we go. We will go to the raw. We will go to the JSON. So like this. Okay. So what is the username? Username is bivekm844, and the password I have given some temporary password for now. That is let's see. So if I click on the send and it is saying 200, okay. Let's see. Okay, let's read this. I think maybe something we are missing here. So this will create a new session and return the requested. So we should get something like this, the session information. Okay. So let's see here whether we are able to do that. Maybe our Jira. So we got actually 200 status okay, but we did not get the response properly, right? So I think here, if you see, so Jira, right? So we don't need Jira. I think we can just remove this Jira here. Let's try to remove Jira and send again. Yes, error message. You are not authenticated. Authentication requires to perform this operation. So maybe we are not giving the correct. Let me see my, my, I think maybe my password or something. Just give me a second. Okay, friends. So I think you have noticed what we are doing. We have to say post. It's not a get, and that's the problem. So let's do it again. And this time, if you see, it's created the session ID and the value. So we need this session ID to interact with the Jira. So let's see what it's saying. So once you get it, now you have to set it in the header. Okay. So that's what it's saying. Then use the session cookie in a request. So any request you need to set up this header. Okay. So let's see how we can do that. Now, if you go here in the in your create issue and you go to the headers and you create new cookies here, right? JSON session ID. So here we will say this. Let's copy it here and copy it and put it here. Why it's not going? So cookie. Let's see how we can do that. Just give me a second again. So let's okay. So here we have to provide this cookie. Okay, COOKI cookie, and here we have to provide the value. So value we have to provide like see here. We have to also provide this JSON ID, also the name. Okay, so we have to provide like this. Oh, sorry, not here. Here is equal to this. So we provided. Also, you can provide the content type here. CONTENT content type. TYP type is application JSON, right? So we can provide that. Network realize AT application and JSON. That's it. So we just need to provide the cookie. That is the most important thing. Now we have the body which we can use, and we will post this. This is our full URL. We will post it to create the issue. Let's do this. Okay. So we are getting a login issue. So now if you see here, right? Let's see. Oh, yes, it is created here. See, the ID is this and the key is this. Now, if you go to your Jira here and you just refresh it. Let's refresh it. Okay, I see here my open issues, right? See, zero of one issues. Okay, where is that one issue? Okay, let's see. Let's go to this project here, right? Backlog 0 to 1 is where is called. Let's see. Clear all filters. Okay, so here we can see this is the issue that we created, login issue. Okay, if you click it and see here the details, the login issue, and then let's see what else is here. So reported by Vivek M844, and description is something is wrong. So everything is coming from the Postman. We use this API to create this issue. Now, similarly, there are lots of other APIs. If you go to this, now if you want to delete, so what you can do? You can create the issue. Suppose you want to delete, so you can use this URL, right? So you can use this. It's very easy. What you can do is like, okay, this here, and you have to provide the issue ID. So let's see. Let's copy it and see. Let's do this. So if you want to delete, just create one more API here, request, and request name is say delete issue, and then we will put it in the Jira. Okay, our collection name that we have created here, and then we will say save to Jira API, right? And now what we need, we can just go here and we can see, okay, to delete what we need this. So let's copy it. Before we copy it, and do we have any body? No, we don't need any body to delete. So we can just copy from here the local host. We need this base URI first, and we will put it here, and then you go here to copy the resource. So the what is the resource is the rest. After that, this is the resource. Okay. PI2 and issue ID. What is the issue ID? Issue ID is 10,000. Okay, we want to delete this 10,000. Okay, let's do one thing. So here we can provide the 10,000. So let me do that. 10,000. Okay. So anything else? No. Okay. Let's send this request and see. So we got not found. So let's see why we are getting that. So again, we need the cookie. That's the mistake we did. So again, we need the cookie. Every time we need the cookie to interact with this. Okay. So let's do that. So how we can add the cookie, you already know now. The cookie, and then we have to provide that. Just copy it from here. We already have the cookie right here. So just this is our cookie, and also we need this an ID from here. Now let's send it again. See, this again, this time it's saying, okay, let me see what's going on. Also, let's add the content type, content type, and that is application JSON. Wait, application JSON, we don't need anybody. So I think, let's see this time. So still, so I think, let's see if we execute and we get the same, or maybe this is changing, I think. Let's see, CC3, right? So no, it's not changing. So it is the same session ID here. Okay. Then let's execute. So it's saying 404 not found. Okay, no problem. Let me see. Okay, friends. So now we are trying to delete, but actually, if here we are saying it. That's the problem. I think that's the mistake we are doing. So just say delete, and now again send it. So saying method not allowed. Okay, so now we say delete. I think everything is fine. Okay, why it is saying like this? Okay, friends. So it's saying okay, we can delete the issue using issue ID or key. So issue ID somehow is not working. So let's try with the key. Okay, so if you go here in the here, right? So our key is LEAR hyphen one. So let's try if we can do using this. LEAR hyphen one. Send it. It still says method not found. Okay, so let me see. Okay, friends. So I think we made the mistake. If you see here, right? If you go to this create auth, we have rest. I think somehow we missed that rest here in the URL. So rest, okay. And then if you send and see here now, we got 204 no content. So if you go here and if you go to this, see 204 means return means if the issue was removed successfully. So we got this 204. Now if you go here, see 204, and now if you go to sorry, if you go to this place and you go to your here and refresh your browser, so you cannot be right. If you go to your project here, so now no issue were found because the issue is deleted. So similarly, we can do some more things like we can add a comment, we can update the comment. So we have the APIs here for everything. So let's do some more in the next video, and then we'll see how we can automate these things using REST assured API in the Eclipse. Thank you. Bye.